Hello, it's Louise from the Cotswold Sewing School, here with Just Fabrics, today to show you how to make a lined stocking with a pom-pom trim. The first thing we need to do is create our template. Today I have made our template out of a lining fabric, but you can use paper as well. We've also made it super easy for you because you can download this template for free. To do this, head to our description and follow the link. Today's template is 49 centimetres long by 31 centimetres wide. Once you've got your template, you simply need to place it onto your fabric, work out your pattern placement, and once you're happy, you just want to mark around the edges, ready to cut out. I do this with a vanishing marker pen. Once you've traced around your template, you'll now be ready to cut it out. Once you've cut out the front panel for your stocking, which is this one, you then want to flip your template so that it's facing in the opposite direction to cut out your back panel for your stocking. This is so that when we sew them together, we will be able to place the right side onto the right side, just like this. You now want to repeat the same process with your lining fabric. So we will have 2 front panels and 2 back panels. So we've got our 4 cutouts in total. Next, we're going to create the loop for our stockings so that we can hang them up. You can either use the same main fabric or the lining fabric that you've used for your stocking. I've chosen to use the main fabric and I have simply cut 2 strips 18 centimetres long by 5 centimetres wide. And we are going to join these together. So again, right side to right side, and I'll just pop a couple of pins in and then I will sew this at the machine. I am going to sew from the top edge all the way around the 3 edges, leaving the top edge open. Once stitched to the machine, just square off your bottom corners, and now you can turn it through the right way. So now we've created our loop, we can literally just fold it over and we can position it just before pinning our lining fabric. So you actually want the loop itself to be facing into your lining. So if you position your loop 7 centimetres in, that will mean that you're at the top of your 5 centimetre turning and you've taken into consideration your seam allowance also. Fold over my other panel and pin in place. We're now at a point where we can pin both of our lining panels together and also we'll pin our 2 main fabric panels together. Once pinned together, you will see I have left the top halves open because of course we don't want to sew our stocking actually closed. What is important to note is on our lining fabric, we want to leave a gap where we are not machine stitching. And this is so that we will be able to turn the whole of our stocking the right way after we've sewn it all together at the last stage. So I always leave my gap just along the straight edge, just coming into the foot of the stocking itself. And it only needs to be maybe 7 centimetres wide. It's just so that you will be able to pull your stocking through the right way. Now we've pinned both our main fabrics together and our lining fabrics together, we are ready to take them to the machine. I've just quickly lined up my raw edge with my 1 centimetre seam allowance, and now I am going to sew around the whole of the stocking, finishing at the top edge on the other side. So our main fabric is turned the right way round, our lining fabric is still inside out, and you are simply going to pop your main fabric inside your lining fabric now. You want to really smooth it out once it's inside so it's sitting flat, and I know it's in the right place because my lining edges are matching up with my main fabric edges. And can you see, by doing this, we've now got a right side to right side. This is where the stocking really transforms from what you could just buy in any shop. We are using these gorgeous turquoise pom-poms today. Okay, so you want to cut your pom-poms to obviously the same length as your top edge of your main fabric. So we are going to position our pom-poms along our raw edge, and the pom-pom itself is going to be facing down, and that is so that the raw edge of the braid will line up with the raw edge of our fabric. So we are simply going to pin our pom-poms in place now, ready to go and sew all of our seams at the machine. And when you are pinning your pom-poms and your main fabric and lining together, just make sure you leave your stocking actually open, so you are actually pinning all the way around. I don't have a continuous strip of pom-poms. I do the back side first, and then I flip it, and then I will do the front side with a separate strip of pom-poms. Sewing all of our layers together now on the top, including our pom-poms. Now with our top edges all sewn together, pom-poms in place, we can use the gap that we left earlier to carefully now pull our stocking through. So this is a good time to give them a little press as well. And then one of our final steps is to hand stitch our little gap with a ladder stitch. And we are pretty much finished. All we have to do now is tuck our lining into our main fabric and turn over our top edge to finish off our stocking. Okay. And that's it. You have got your gorgeous lined stocking with a pom-pom trim. I really hope you've enjoyed this video teaching you how to create your own lined stocking. If you're interested in any further courses, please check out our website www.thecotswoldsewing.co.uk, and for more fabric inspiration, please head over to Just Fabrics.